Welcome to Biblical Greek. In today's lesson, we're going to focus on the present indicative active verb, or present active indicative verb. We're going to look at what's known as the conjugation. How does the verb change its inflection based on, is it first person or second person or third person? Is it singular? Is it plural? We're going to look at that. So, this is the paradigm we need to memorize. It simply has to be memorized, and there's no shortcut to this. You simply have to do it. So, I'm not going to put the stem of a word in there right now. We're going to simply look at the endings of the present indicative active verb with the omega, or the O sound. So here it is. Singular, plural. First person, second person, third person. This is for words that end in O sound, so O, omega. How does it work? Again, we're not going to put the stem in. I'm going to put that in just a few moments. But for first person singular, O. Second person singular, ace. Third person singular, A. O, ace, A. First person plural, amen. First person, a second person plural, ete. And third person plural, usin. And typically, the N in usin will drop out. It is known as a movable nu. So if you're reading the Greek New Testament manuscripts, sometimes this is missing, and you wonder, what happened to that? Did they make a mistake? No, that's a movable nu, often dropped out. So let's go over the chart for the present indicative active for O. O, ace, A, amen, ete, usin. O, ace, A, amen, ete, usin. O, ace, A, amen, ete, usin. Now, to this, if we add the stem lu, it is for loose, okay? Luo, I loose. Lues, you lose. Keep in mind, this is present active indicative. If you look at the textbook, the best way to translate that is almost like our English present continuous in the English grammar. So keep that in mind. The English present continuous, how would you translate that? That's how you translate the present active indicative or present indicative active. Tense is present. Just like we just said, how do you translate this? You translate it as a English present continuous. So the tense is present. Indicative is the mood, so you're declaring it. And active, where the subject is doing the work. So again, luo, I lose. Lues, you lose. Lue, he, she, it loses. Luamen, we lose. Luete, you plural, or the way I like to say it, in the South it makes a lot of sense, y'all lose. So it's plural, y'all lose. And luosin, they lose. So there you have the present indicative active with the O verb. It's typically how it's said. Singular, plural, first, second, third persons. First person is luo, I lose, or I am losing. Second person singular, you lose, or you are losing. Third person singular is he, she, it loses, or they lose, and or he, she, it is losing. And for the first plural is we lose, or we are losing. Second plural, y'all lose, or y'all are losing. And third is they lose, or they are losing. Let me give you one more example. Let's change the stem. The lu is for lose, and that's where we do get our English word loose, where Jesus talks about loosen the animal. Let's put the stem for have, okay, which is ek. So how would that be? And that's one of the examples we have for this section. Echo, I have. A case, you have, or you're having. Okay. Okay. He, she, it has, or they're having. And then first plural, a common, we have, or we are having. Ekete, y'all have, or y'all are having. Ekusen, they have, or they are having. And again, when you see the word, of course, you're not going to see this line in between. It will be one word, and you have to look at the stem, you have to look at the ending, and decide what is the word, what's the word's inherent meaning. If it was lu, you know that's loose. But it's ek, we're talking about the word have. And then look at the ending. So let me write it the way you will see this word in a sentence. How would that look in our paradigm, but as in a sentence? Echo, a case, a K, a common, a kete, a kusin. Keep in mind, sometimes, and that's a parenthesis, the N gets dropped out, but it's the same thing. They have. So, echo, I have. A case, you have. A K, he, she, it has. A common, we have. A kete, y'all have. A kusin, they have, or they are having. Just like our English present continuous is how we can translate this particular tense, which is present indicative active with the O or omega ending.